Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Owen, and one thing that I am passionate about is music. I like listening to music, I enjoy playing music, and overall, music means a great deal to me. So before we get too far into this, I'd like to talk about the music that I enjoy listening to, and I'd also like to mention the music that I dislike as well. So this is the music that I am interested in. Classical music includes piano music and symphonic music. Various genres of rock and metal include power metal and symphonic metal. And then there's the oldies, which is music from the 1940s to the 1960s. And this is the type of music that my grandfather used to listen to when he was younger and still listens to this day. And this is a music that I do not enjoy listening to. Why might you ask? I find the music inappropriate. I don't care for a lot of the topics that they talk about. And I find the instrumentation boring and uninteresting, so I just won't listen to it at all. So, one reason why I feel so passionate about music is because it is meaningful to me. It made me want to play instruments. It made me want to discover some new content. And I even wanted to make some music on my own. So let's talk about this in a little more detail, shall we? So I played two instruments in my life, which are the piano and the violin, both of which I've played for approximately 10 years now. And I'd like to give you a little bit of background information on my personal experiences with both of these instruments in particular. So, in the years that I've been playing piano, thanks to my piano teacher, I've been introduced to a variety of piano players, one of which is named David Lance, and thanks to him, I've been introduced to a new subgenre of classical music called New Age classical music, which is basically modern classical music. So, the violin was something that I developed my skills in throughout middle and high school, and in those years, I've been introduced to a variety of composers, especially Beethoven, Dvorak, Bach, and Tchaikovsky, among the many others that I've learned about. So, discovery, I wanted to actually find some new content to listen to. Thanks to that, I found new music to listen to or play, and I found some new people that I wanted to purchase music from so I can help further their career more. So let's talk about it. Thanks to my constant usage of the internet, I have been able to broaden my horizons with various music, especially metal music, and because of that, I stumbled upon symphonic metal, which is basically a combination of both classical music and metal music mushed together into one awesome subgenre of music. And thanks to that enlightenment, I wanted to find some more artists to spend money on. And thanks to that, I found people like Pathfinder, Rhapsody of Fire, and Bane of Winterstorm, among many other bands to buy music from and support. At one point, I also wanted to make my own music. I've seen multiple people on YouTube doing it, especially one guy named Peter Crowley, yet I'm not entirely sure where to start aside from more education and trying to figure out what software they use. So this kind of thing is up in the air at the moment. The second reason why I'm so passionate about music is there are a lot of good things that can come with it. It helps with work in education. It's something that you can go to if you're not feeling so well, and is a good motivator for when you're doing work and stuff. So let's talk about this, shall we? So when it comes to work and education, it helps you to focus on your work. It helps to limit all distractions as much as possible so you have a better chance of getting good grades and that more stuff gets done sooner. So if you're not feeling so well, if you're feeling stressed, you can find some music that can be relaxing, and you can also find music to make you feel happier. And overall, music is there to help you worry less about the world around you and make your life slightly more enjoyable than it is now. So, when it comes to being a good motivator, if you're working out, it'll make you want to work out. And if you're doing a job, you'll stay focused on that job. And if it's a particularly boring job, it helps to make that job a little more enjoyable than it actually is. So, the last reason why I feel so passionate about music is nowadays it is especially important. And that is because it is complementary, which means it could be a soundtrack. And it also has a high educational value to it. So, let's talk about this a little more. One reason why I find music so important is because it is complementary, especially in media, as in, it can be used as a soundtrack for games, movies, TV shows, you name it, it'll work. So I find music also has a high educational purpose, as in it can teach people rhythms, notes, key signatures, among a million other different topics, and is especially useful for people who want to learn to play instruments, as I also once did when I was much younger. And so to close this off, I just want to say again, music means a whole lot to me. There are a lot of good things that I have personally encountered in my life about music, and nowadays is especially important for both media and educational purposes. So these are the sources to the two images that I have on here, and that's basically it. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a very nice day. Thank you.